Okay, so another year, another FIFA. I'll do a review every year, pretty much, and let you know how the features are, what the new stuff is for the game, how it plays, various other bits and bobs, and new features and things, as I say. It's quite similar, to be fair, this year to last year's FIFA 22. This year, the only main difference is really they've got the Women's Super League in there. Obviously, after the Euros, women's football's become a lot more apparent, should we say, in the media spotlight. So they've put the Women's Super League teams in there, WSL teams. The box has actually got one of the boxes at least has got one of the women players on there. I forget her name currently, actually, which is a bit embarrassing. But they've got Mbappe on there as well, for obviously the usual featured player. The modes in the game, it's fairly similar to last time, to be fair. It's more of a revamp of FIFA 22. Quite a few people have complained about it online, basically saying that it's actually a really terrible game, but it's not really. It's just a revamped version of 22. The menus look a bit different. Some things work well, some things don't work so well, which I'll show you. But everything else is there. So you've got the usual pro clubs, Volta football, which I don't really tend to get into the Volta much, but it's quite fun to play. It's a bit of a mess about. To be honest, I used to prefer the older version where you could go through as like a story for a player, but then that's how I play this game anyway, which I'll show you in a minute. I'm on the single player career mode for be a pro, basically, so it could just be one player and play as one player. So I'll show you that in a minute. But you've got the usual stuff. You've got the Ultimate Team, obviously, which is their main franchise seller, shall we say, and various other bits and bobs. I'll do a continue career. I like to play as a League 2 team and went my way up. I've started at Leyton Orient, so any Leyton Orient fans knocking about, then that's going to be pleasing you, no doubt. Okay, there's a few bits and bobs to say about this one. There's a few changes. One thing that's a bit annoying, on the old menu, on the old front screen, you used to be able to have when you went into, oh, not that one. You can't see it's already on play match. Normally, if you go to advance, let me just check. Yeah, I'm going to have to go in the game. If you go to advance, basically on here, you used to be able to see the training, how many days training you've got left, before you can actually have some training. And now you have to sort of go into this screen. Basically, it says there's 1 day remaining, so I can't train. But I wouldn't have known that. Normally it comes up on the left and just sort of pops up, so you know how many days you've got left. Whereas on the advanced screen now, there's no real indication of when the training's gonna be available. So you have to kind of count the days, which is a bit bad because it doesn't always work out the same as it does every time. There's a few good things as they've put in this year. There's definitely an improvement for the overall career mode. You'll see on the top right, you've got an amount cash wise, 8,563. I've got at the moment, pounds obviously, and then basically. You can use the cash for doing activities, so you can have various bits and bobs. I'm thinking you buy a trampoline. I've done all these already. Buy a trampoline, buy an executive box, buy a bike, a suit from a designer, donate money to animal shelters. Oh, I mean, where did they get these things from, honestly? Purchase high-end stereo system. This is basically stuff that improves your life, basically. It gives you more XP, gives you it helps your personality. You have personalities and things in this one as well. There's investments you can make, so you can actually go into, say, own your own clothing brand or have your own phone app. Obviously, I haven't got enough money to do any of these things yet, but I've bought a few things. There's also, you'll see on the left there, decisions. Through the game, you get it's a bit like a management game. Do you remember the old Ultimate Manager? Back in the day and things like that, they used to be able to make decisions. They'd have like the press talking to you, and depend on what you said to them, depends on your personality, which basically comes into my pro here, personality. At the moment, it's quite in the centre there, so I've got like a dot in the middle of that triangle. Basically means that I'm like an overall relatively balanced kind of guy. My player. Obviously, depending on what answers I give, what I buy, what I invest in, that sort of thing, depends on how my personality comes across. So it's either going to be like a maverick, like a lone ranger, sort of on my own, basically doing. I'm sorry, the screen went wrong there. There we go. Or either kind of on his own, sort of does his own thing, or it could be that he's got Heartbeat, which I think is like a more of a work for the team kind of player, or Virtuoso, which I have no idea what that is even about. But yeah, it gives you various different figures for these. These all increase as you go along, as you get personality points. I've got 4,863 points at the moment, which I've no idea if that's any good or not, but I'm guessing as these build up, you can buy more things, well, get more things, and then improve the game and how your player is. Obviously, I'm relatively new into this career mode, because obviously it's a new game, and I've basically only played about, I don't know, 15 games or something like that, but I'm top of the league, playing on world class mode. Hopefully all being well, I'll have a decent game and we'll see some goals. Oh, not that one. Where is it? There we go. That one there. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll show you a match. There's a few bits and bobs in the match that are slightly different to last year's. They've mentioned the Hypermotion 2, which sort of works. It's one of the big features they're pushing. Basically, there's a replay system whereby if you score a good goal, they'll do like a replay system where basically it gives you a how far out from goal you were, how hard you hit it, and that sort of thing. It's quite cool. It's a bit like Sky Sports used to do. Well, still sort of do. So they've sort of made it look like that. Obviously, being the last FIFA of the series, well, ever technically not the series, but first last FIFA ever, and then going to EA Sports FC next year. Perhaps they're building up to doing their own thing, almost making it look like a Sky Sports style animations and features, basically, which it seems like they're trying to do that, basically trying to get into like almost like a TV channel for FIFA. It's very strange, but it does work well. So yeah, I'll play a game. I'll just play as one guy. This is just the pro player one, be a pro. That's me up front there, striker. So I'll play. Show you some graphics on the way through. This is playing on a on the new screen, the TCL 65-inch mini LED TV. This is on game mode, which I don't tend to use game mode very often, to be fair. But this is handling it quite well. I haven't played anything on here yet at all. This is the first time, so see what's what. But you'll see the actual graphics side of things, the actual animation so far are basically exactly the same as FIFA 22. They've been a bit lazy, to be fair. There's been a few people complaining about it being a bit lazy. It's just basically an enhanced version of the previous game, which it basically is, to be honest. I'll go for shots on target. I'll enhance that objective. You've got to get 3 shots on target to get that one. Right, that's me in the middle. Let's see how we do. I'll try and talk while I'm playing, but I've got to concentrate, try and score some goals, try and get this hypermotion technology thing working as well. See if it goes to plan. Oh, that was a bad call for a pass there. You have to call on this mode. You have to, if you haven't played it before, you have to call for a pass, and then obviously the player passed the ball to you. You best do that when you're very clearly open and not hiding behind a player or anything, because otherwise you'll end up not getting the ball, and your performance stats will go down basically. But as soon as I've done a few passes like that one there, that sent my stats up. Hopefully, oh, here we go. I don't know if you heard that in the background. The pad speaks to you now, kind of thing. So anything like anything that happens in the game, you'll get like a noise. So then the net, when the ball hit the net, then the speaker on the pad made the net noise, which is quite nice, to be fair. It's a bit of a nice little addition. There's no hypermotion replay here. It's just a standard replay. Yeah, 1-0 up already. That's a good start. I'll try and score a great goal, then obviously at least, hopefully we'll get some kind of replay for it, a decent one. I'll play a whole match so you can see how it works. Gotta try. I'll have that back again. And you can have it back again. Oh jeez, I didn't expect it back again then. It's like a 1-2 to no one. Bit of give and go football over the top. I love this. There we go. Through ball. That's a good shot. I got an assist for that. It also gives you, I don't know if you noticed on the right hand side there, it gave you some virtuosa and heartbeat points there as part of that goal because I assisted it. Crowd's going crazy. Well, Newport fans aren't. They're going not crazy at all. They're not very happy. There was one thing on this one. The keepers are quite good actually. They've done it quite well. What they've done this year, or seems to be this year. I mean, there's bound to be an update which changes things because there always is on FIFA after a few days. But what they've done, they've sort of made everything a bit more unpredictable. That makes sense. Before you could sort of tell what was going to happen. Now there's sort of more. Oh, here we go. Oh dear, I don't want that to happen. There was, it's sort of more deflections off legs, and it might come off like two different players. So I've had a goal the other day where a shot went in, hit a defender's leg, bounced off, hit another player's leg, and then looped over the keeper. It was crazy. Still not got the hypermotion stuff going on this one. They do kick in every now and then, I promise. And it is quite cool how it works. It's just an extra feature, really. It's just more of a graphical feature than doesn't actually have any use really, but you'll get the idea. So I'm playing on world class mode at the moment. I love that off his toe. Play that over there if it gets there. It does get there to a degree. Here we go. Not really. Got the same people commentating as last year. The commentary is very, very much the same. Nothing's changed. I'm not sure they've done any differences. Alex Scott's still the score master, so to speak. It's not going to be 2-2, is it? No. She still does all the scores for the the current game. Sorry, ongoing at the same time. Which is handy if you're in a league and obviously you're in a season and you're sort of hoping to win it. You want to keep an eye on the scores and who's doing what in the other games. It's quite handy. And obviously transfers, gives you transfer news through the game as well. I'm trying to talk too much over the mayor. I'm not actually doing what I should be doing. I think they've got some of the player likenesses quite well. There's a lot of people online mentioning Grealish. It just looks completely wrong, which to be honest he does. So that's not good. But generally the faces are pretty decent really. They're alright. There's a few. The graphics are basically the same as FIFA 22, so there's not going to be going backwards like people are saying. Not really. I'm the mayor here, aren't I? Losing the ball every 5 seconds, yeah. Right. Let's try and do something here. Oh, nice effort, didn't quite work. The corners system and the penalty system have been changed. I can't take a corner because I'm not the corner taker for this team, but I have seen it done. It's a lot better now for accuracy. It's not just like a hit and hope for corners anymore. So that's one good thing. So it's almost like there's like a bar basically, and like a directional indicator thing as well. What the hell was that? And it basically comes up so you can actually position it and curl it and everything into the right places. It's really good, to be honest. They've definitely sorted that out. That's a feature that they should definitely keep in there. Because before it literally was hit and hope with corners and things, wasn't it? We've played this before. Oops. I'm not playing very well, to be honest with you, but you know, trying to turn him didn't really work. Heading towards half time. Nice offside. Well, the one thing I have found on here, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Anyone who's actually played this game, Oh, here we go. I'll do this first. Oh, I've had a mare. Too far. I haven't noticed any handballs. And I've played a few games now. Quite a lot of games now. I haven't noticed any handballs at all. And I can't see a feature in the settings to turn it on or off. So I'm wondering if they've actually got rid of the handball feature. I don't know. You tell me. I could probably look online really, couldn't I? But playing well all of a sudden. So that deflected then off his leg. He tried to cross it, deflected it to the keeper. That was quite nice. Sometimes you see them and they'll deflect twice and they'll go in or hit the post or wrong foot the keeper or something. It's pretty good. Try second half. If we can score a bit of a cracking goal, then the high promotion thing might kick in. We'll see. Or maybe they will. Who knows? League 2 football at its best there. Great pass. Not. He's not offside, is he? No, he's alright. Oh dear, straight at the keeper again. That's twice now. Oh, here they come. Oops, that was me. That was my fault. I hope this doesn't result in anything bad. What a terrible shot that was. I've got an average rating of 7.7 currently. I'm hoping I need to improve that really, otherwise I might get substituted. You never know. I've got an assist though, so surely they'll take that into account. I've noticed as well on that side of things. Going back to that. Oh dear. There is a it is harder to get a 10 now. I mean, sometimes you'll score a hat trick and you still won't get a 10. Whereas last year you could get a 10 literally. You could always guarantee you get a 10 with a hat trick or just play relatively well. You'd get one. On this particular version, it's a lot harder to get a 10. That's a good save. 100 special. Right, I'll try and do something here. Like that. Played across the ball. There we go. Three times straight at the keeper now. Dear me, I might actually be able to score in a minute. I'm the top scorer in the league as well, currently. I've got 8 goals in one game. Cross it for me then. Would be nice. Oh dear, what happened there? You give it literally to him. What's that about? You literally passed it back to him. That was nothing to do with me. Obviously, you can imagine the more up the leagues you go into Premier League and stuff, the quality of football gets a lot better, shall we say? And look at the state of this. I'm going to replay this. Look at this. So he's basically passed it to him. I mean, he got took out by the keeper, well and truly. He's like nearly dead now. But what's going on there? I think I might be winning this now. I think I'll be winning this one. Right. Would be nice if I had the ball, would be good. I shouldn't really be in this position, should I? I should be up front. Give and go football again. Try not to be offside. That's it, playing to me then. If you can actually get it that far, and he can't. Nice. None of these goals are exactly. They're all sort of tap-ins, aren't they? They're all fully full Haalands here, but yeah, high promotion only really kicks in when it's a good goal, when it's like a bit of a special one, bit of a banger, if you want to call it that. What I'm doing here, there we go. I'll have that back again. Nice little touch. Oh dear, what's he doing? It's like I tried to pass it to no one. 20 minutes, or 18 minutes to score, plus injury time. I need to try and get this high promotion thing on, otherwise it would be a bit of a strange one. The high promotion as well, it tends to, I don't know if it's part of it, the same system, or whether it's the engine or what it is, I don't know. But there's definitely more animations on the players. Definitely more animations on there. So for general running and skills and things, there is definitely more of the animations to make it look a bit more realistic. Your player doesn't feel like it's sort of floating on air or anything. That's one good thing. You can do a lot more with it, and the speed of the game's kind of come down a bit. You can alter it as well, but it's quite. I think the mayor again here. Right, I shouldn't be there really. I should be up front. I shouldn't really pass that across there either, should I? That's a bad idea. Thing is, you can do that when you're a Premier League player. When you've got your stats up and stuff, you can do that and it'll go straight to a player. Whereas in League 2, it's a bit kind of not really going to work. Right then, let's see if we can do something here. There we go. Nice. 5-1 now. Nice. That's not bad. Still no high promotion. Dear me, I thought it was a half decent goal. It was alright. He's been taken off. Moncur, he scored earlier. It was that really crazy goal that was given to him. Don't know where that's going. Thanks, Alex. And the challenge hot still in their tracks. Right, so a little run. Oh no. I thought I was going to get past him then. Just stuck out his little leg. Scott Bennett. Norman. Aaron Wilding. That's really good and effective physical play. Actually got the ball across field without being intercepted for a change. Oh, here we go. So the keepers are relatively decent on this one. As I'm playing League 2, as I say, so really they should be like calamity keepers, but they're not bad at all, to be fair. Oh, weird. There you go. So yeah, that's the game for you. Did quite well, didn't I? 5-1, not bad that. Didn't see any of the high promotion replays, but if you buy the game, you'll see them. They don't really add anything massive value-wise to the game anyway. It's just an extra little cool feature. So there we are. Yeah, basically that's FIFA for you. So I mean, yeah, obviously that's not every single mode, of course, but you get the idea. And it looks quite nice. Graphically, it's nice. Yeah, it's pretty good, to be fair. I'm enjoying it. I've got there as well. Well, I may as well do this while I'm here. I've now got 3 skill points available. My money's gone up because I've been paid this week. It's got 15 grand now. So let's see if there's any activities available for 15 grand or less. Oh, there we go. Purchase handmade shirts and silk ties. Well, who wouldn't want to do that? Let's do that. Activity completed. Let's give me some points. That obviously then helps to build your level as well, which obviously you need your levels to go up and up and up. I'll also do... Where are we? My pro, player growth. I've got 3 skill points, so I'll have those. What should I do? What should I do? I'll have. Well, we can have 2 of those so far. What else can we have? Got 2 of those already. Passing. They're all locked. Locked. Pace. No. Oh, there's not enough points, that's why. There we go, I've used them all. One of them must have been 2 points. It just builds your player up basically. Oh, got an empty slot here as well. There we go, empty slots. This is for extra bits and bobs in the game, so I can put something in this slot. I'm gonna have what's an active first touch? Increase your ball control, acceleration, and sprint speed. I'll have a bit of that. There we go. All helps on the pitch, doesn't it? So yeah, there you go. Anyway, that's basically what it is. I'm playing Northampton next in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the FIFA review. Let me know what you think. Have a look around the other videos on the channel if you like. Got a few projects and things that you might be interested in. And there's also a review on this TV as well, which I've just bought. So yeah, there you go. Feel free to comment and subscribe if you can. And I'll do another video when EA Sports FC comes out next year for this one.